Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the video. I'm GetGoodGuy, and today we're looking at Battlefield 1's newest assault weapon, which is dropped with the Apocalypse DLC. That weapon is the Rsc SMG, which has two variants, the factory and the optical. I'll be giving you a basic rundown of the stats, my personal experiences with the weapon, an overall review, and rounding out by answering, is it good? I've already covered the new medic rifle and the new support LMG, which I'll link to in the description and my pinned comment if you haven't already seen them. I'll also be producing reviews for the other remaining primary weapons from the Apocalypse DLC, so if you're new around here, it would be great if you consider subscribing to see those if you enjoy this video, and don't forget to turn on notifications to get around the currently broken subscription boxes. And let's begin with the title of this video, Heavy Hitter. This is pretty self-explanatory, and we'll get to more quantifiable reasons for it soon, but basically, this thing packs a punch. It feels like it physically hits way harder than any other SMG currently in the game, and due to this, it's very satisfying to put enemies down with. But let's get to matters of in-game importance. As I stated in my two previous reviews of the Apocalypse weapons, I usually flesh out my statements in these reviews with the specific numbers that Synthic.com provides, and they have actually added the new guns now, but unfortunately, at the time of making this video, putting the factory variant and sometimes the optical variant into the comparison tool causes a fatal error. So I'll be mainly using the basic stats that we can find in Battlefield 1 itself. Fingers crossed DICE have them correct this time. So, I used this weapon in the CTE and I hated it. Thankfully, with the changes it's now seen, I feel it's been massively improved. I've seen some comments and reviews on this weapon stating there's nothing standout about it, nothing unique and no real point of interest in using it. And everyone is welcome to their opinion. But in my opinion, this is incorrect, because the first two stats we can look at, damage and rate of fire, are completely unique to the assault class. There literally isn't another weapon in the class that hits for this damage or at this rate of fire. A single bullet from this weapon at optimal range does more damage than any other SMG in the game. The rate of fire it delivers this at is 450 rounds per minute. As a point of reference, this is 100 rounds per minute slower than the MP18. So you're essentially accepting a lower rate of fire for a higher damage output per bullet. The higher damage output is then balanced out by having a maximum of 9 rounds per full reload. So if you hit your shots, you're going to do some solid damage, but if you miss, you're probably in trouble. And this means you're going to need to rely on your sidearm or melee weapon on occasions where you do miss or you have to fight more than one enemy in quick succession. The 9 rounds available may net you 2 kills now and again, and that's pretty much the most you can hope for. But for 1v1s, I found the Rsc SMG to be pretty fantastic. This is where the weapon really shines, and this is what seems to have been missed by quite a lot of people already talking about it. Its optimal time to kill is somewhere around the same as the Automatico. Yes, seriously. It delivers big damage, as I've mentioned, and also has pretty fantastic hip fire. Or at least it does when there aren't ghost bullets, which I'm having a few issues with across all weapon types since the patch. But that's a minor point. If you can traverse the map, moving cover to cover to take on individuals and then get a reload from safety, you're likely going to have some solid success with this weapon. Thankfully, the reload time is reasonably quick as well, and also is a little flashy, so it's aesthetically pleasing, and you won't be out of the fight for too long. But this doesn't mean the Rsc SMG is all about close range. Although it has reasonably standard range drop-off numbers, the slower rate of fire of this weapon allows you to hit targets further away on occasion, and if you're effective at tap firing. And if you do hit them with a tap or two, you're going to do pretty big damage because of the higher damage model of this SMG. Obviously, the optical variant may be preferred by some people for this technique. Overall though, I didn't find the two variants to perform all that differently. I'm sure Synthic will be able to tell us the clear differences soon, and the in-game stats do show that the optical has a higher level of accuracy, but in practice, I really didn't notice too much difference between them, and I enjoyed them both. A little tip I have is that I lowered the magnification on the optical variant. I believe the default magnification is 2.5 times, and I used that at first, but it made the gun feel very unwieldy to me. The visible recoil felt very exaggerated, so I dropped it down to 1.5 times and found it much easier to handle. So I recommend giving that a go if you feel like the optical jumps around a lot. So, is the Rsc SMG good? Yes, for the right player, and only the right player. From my perspective, it's certainly not bad as some people have been saying. It's a 1v1 king, but overall, I don't think this gun is going to blow most of the community away because you have to reload so frequently. I personally enjoy it a lot, way more than I expected to. If you can be accurate, pick your battles wisely, and position yourself effectively, then this gun allows you to kill very quickly up close and pick people off from further ranges, all from within the assault class. It's also a pretty unique weapon in itself, and that's to be commended, as new experiences and playstyles help to keep the game feeling fresh. It's not amazing, it's not the most versatile in terms of taking on multiple enemies, but it's fun, powerful in the right hands, and balanced. But what do you think? Are you excited for the Rsc SMG? If you already have it, then do you like it, and which variant do you prefer? Let me know in the comment section below. Now we need to quickly shoot over to the board of awesome, show our respect to the fantastic people who choose to support the channel on Patreon, purely because they want to help to keep the channel going. It's a massive help, and I salute all of them for that. If you want to join them on the board of awesome, then the link to the Patreon page will be in the description below, plus in my pinned comment, where you can support the channel for as little as $1 a month if you so wish. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to turn on notifications so you don't miss future videos while the YouTube subscription boxes are kind of broken, and feel free to like, favorite, and subscribe. I'm GetGoodGuy, and I'll see you next time. Laters.